There are many resources available out there to help you find amazing boondocking locations, free campsites, and cheap campsites, like here, here, and here. Today I'm going to share a few of the resources available to you to help you find these amazing locations, and I might even share a few of the GPS coordinates for ones that we found. But wait, that's not even the best part. The best part is if you stick around and watch the entire video, I'm going to tell you how you can acquire some of these resources for yourself for free. So don't go anywhere. Oh, and roll the intro. Now, you won't need every one of the resources I'm going to share with you today, but it would be helpful to have 2 or 3 of them because none of these resources are perfect and none of them have it all. Our first resource is actually a book that you can get on Amazon for about 24 bucks. Now, this resource is called Free and Low-Cost Campgrounds, and you can't make it into this book unless your campsite is 20 bucks or less. So this is an excellent resource to find some hidden low-cost campsites. Now, I really like the way this book is laid out. It's laid out by state. So let's pop over to Wyoming. And Wyoming is one of the areas that we visited this past summer. And you can see it is laid out. Initially, on one side you'll have your state map, and then directly following in this section is going to be all your state and federal campsites, national parks, national forests, state parks are all going to be listed next. It's going to tell you what those parks have to offer and what they cost, as well as phone numbers and other information for those. Now, next up, any other campgrounds are going to be organized according to city. So we stayed in Cody, so I'm going to flip over to Cody. And the first campground we stayed at was Buffalo Bill State Park. And that campground cost us, let me peek here, it is $10 a night for residents and 17 bucks a night for non-residents. So of course for us it was $17 a night. And this book does talk all about that campground as far as amenities and activities and phone numbers and where it's located. So all of that is listed here. When we left that campground, we went to Elk Fork Campground, which is a part of the National Forest. And that is also listed here. And it talks about the costs, your GPS coordinates for that site, if you can get a discount. So with the National Forest campsites, if you have an access pass or a national park pass, then you save 50% on your campground fee. So for us, instead of $10 a night, it was only $5 a night. So we saved on that, and it was a great deal. You can see here just how gorgeous it was and what a really nice stay we had. This book is also going to tell you what kind of hookups there are, how to make your reservations. There is just a ton of information about every inexpensive campground you can think about in this book. So I highly recommend it. So that's about it for our first resource. If you want more information on this book and what it has to offer, of course, I'll have a blog post with this video, so make sure you click that for more detail. All right, our next resource is for all of our military, active duty, retired, and veterans. This one is for you. All right, so the campsites that you're going to find here are all going to be on military installations. And no, they are not free. You do have to pay. But the benefit of these are they are always much cheaper than the surrounding area. For example, we stayed at Fort Belvoir, and it was $50 a night for us, and it's up by DC. I could not find another campground less than 100 to 120 bucks a night, so it was a huge savings for us. Now, if you're a veteran and you're not sure if you can get access to bases and the facilities on the base, I will put a link down below and you can check our blog posts. There are a ton of links to find out if you are eligible to use military campgrounds. So a lot of you are and you don't even know it. Let's talk about what you can find in this book. This book has over 240 campgrounds, military installations, cottages, rentals, MWRs, all that kind of stuff within this book. And it is not only for US, it is worldwide. So it is pretty awesome. All right, let's go in here and check out what it has to offer for Fort Belvoir. This is some of the information you're going to see. It is packed full for every military installation and campground as far as what it holds. It will not only tell you how to get to the installation, but it'll tell you what gate is best for the RV to go through. It's going to give you all base info like commissary, veterinarian, medical, and that includes address, phone numbers. All of that stuff are in here, as well as the specific campground information. And it's going to give you how to reserve your campground, what amenities it has, who qualifies to use it. So if you are looking for a base for military campgrounds, this one is the one I recommend, and it is $50, and I will put the link, of course, down below. Next up is RV Trip Wizard, and I've been using this program since before we hit the road, and I love it. Now, RV Trip Wizard is $49 for the year, but it comes with more than just Trip Wizard. It also comes with an app called RV Life, and that includes RV Safe GPS. It includes a maintenance program, so you can keep up to date on the maintenance for your RV. And it has so much more, campground reviews and a lot of other stuff. But I mainly love it for RV Trip Wizard. It keeps me organized with my RV campground reservations, and it helps me plan my trips. And honestly, I can't imagine not using it at this point. If you want to see a walkthrough of exactly how to use RV Trip Wizard, I do have a video that will do that for you. Now, it is a couple years old, and they have made a few updates to RV Trip Wizard, but basically it is the same. So you can check that out to see if this is something that you're interested in or you might use in the future. RV Trip Wizard is amazing, and we love partnering with them because they are giving away 5 annual memberships to RV Trip Wizard. How do you win this, you ask? All right, so all you're going to do is go down to the comments and put Trip Wizard in the comments. The next thing you have to do is share this video somewhere. Share it on Facebook, on Instagram, tweet it, or just email it to a friend that you think might be able to use it. That's all you have to do to enter the drawing for RV Trip Wizard. Now, if you already have a subscription to RV Trip Wizard, don't worry, you're still eligible. What they'll do is when you are due to renew, it will already be covered for that year. So don't skip out on signing up for the giveaway because you could still win. All right, so let's jump into RV Trip Wizard and let me show you how it's going to work to find you these campgrounds and campsites. All right, when I use this tool, I almost always check the same boxes. I look for state parks, national parks, COEs, and I look for BLM land. So I love RV Trip Wizard for these resources specifically. Now, another one RV Trip Wizard has is called TVA, which is Tennessee Valley Authority. And this is Tennessee's recreation areas of more than 80, and their campgrounds start at $15 per night. So if you're going to be going through Tennessee, you're going to want to check those out. Now remember, if you have the Access Pass or the Senior Pass, some of these campgrounds we're talking about will be 50% off. Any campground that you reserve through recreation.gov, automatically you can get 50% off with those 2 national park passes. If you're not sure if you qualify for either the Senior Pass or the Access Pass, pop down below in the description and I have a link to our blog that talks about those. Now you can do a quick look at all the details and amenities to specific campsites. So let's click on one. Let's do this one. And you can see here all the amenities this campground has to offer. You can pop over here and look at some reviews of the campground. And then you can see on this first page where it has all the information that you need to make a reservation. It has the phone number. You can click on the website and go look at more pictures or a map of the campground. RV Trip Wizard has everything you need to find out about the campground. When you're going through clicking on your filters, click City Parks. We found quite a few amazing city parks that are pretty inexpensive. Some were even free. Now, as I said, these tools don't have every campground, so I recommend having at least 2. When we were looking for dispersed camping in the Tetons, RV Trip Wizard didn't have all the camping available for dispersed camping. So I definitely recommend having multiple resources available to you. And don't forget, 5 people are going to be winning an annual membership to RV Trip Wizard. So that's a $50 savings for the year. So make sure you type Trip Wizard down below and share this video in order to be entered. All right, next up is Campendium. Now, Campendium is a free or a paid subscription if you want to get rid of their ads. So right away, I'm sure many of you are like, oh yeah, I like this one. So let's jump right in. So Campendium has an app as well as a website. Now, Campendium is hands down my favorite resource for finding BLM and forestry land. It also has reviews for all of their campsites. That includes cell service. So if you're going out and on BLM or forestry land out in the middle of nowhere and you need cell service, this is a great resource for you. So let's use the example of our awesome site in the Grand Tetons. So let's head over and go to the site. So we're going to type Tetons into the search bar. And then we're going to click the price filter and click free because of course BLM land is free and that's all we want to populate in that area. And it'll also pull up our free forestry land. Now we stayed at Spread Creek Dispersed Campsite. So let's find that one. We were number 3. And as you can see, there's not a review here for this specific site, but there's quite a few listed on this road. So if you click site 1 or site 2, you can see what size rigs have been to this campground. So these dispersed campgrounds can't always handle bigger rigs, but if you have a big rig, don't be afraid to check these out. Our rig is 35 feet, and when we were in the Tetons at this specific campsite, we camped with our friends Al and Angie, and their rig is 40 feet. We have also camped with friends whose rigs were bigger than 40 feet. So don't be afraid if you have a larger RV to look for these sites. A lot will accommodate you. But you have to double check them because you don't want to drive somewhere and then get stuck and not be able to go into the area. So make sure you look at all the reviews. If you want to check out our campsite, which was large enough for our rig and our friend's 40-foot rig, I'll link that video down below. Now, Campendium is definitely a resource I recommend for everyone. It's free to use, and it is a great resource for finding free, inexpensive, and great out-of-the-way BLM spots. Our next resource for finding free and cheap camping is the Allstays app. Now, you can find the Allstays app in the Apple Store, and it's about $10 for the app. And that's a one-time fee to use this, forever. Unfortunately, Allstays is not available for Android users at this time. So if you're an Android user, I'm really sorry. But for those of you with an iPhone, guess what? Allstays has entered our giveaway, and I'll be giving away 2 free apps for whoever would like to enter. Now, to enter the giveaway for the Allstays app, just pop down in the comments and type Allstays, and make sure you share this video on some platform at least once. So share it on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or email it to a friend, and you will be entered in the giveaway for the Allstays app. So let's talk about how the Allstays app can help you find some of the best free and cheap camping. So my favorite use of this app as we're driving down the road is to find free overnights. Now, with the click of a button, you can find out what overnights are close in your area as you're driving down the road. Now remember, you can stay overnight at places like Cracker Barrels, Cabela's, Costco's, Sam's Club, Bass Pro, and many other places, and they are all here right within this app. So all you're going to do, let me show you here. All you're going to do is hit the filter, and you're going to scroll down to all of these free locations, and we're just going to click on them all. And I'm also going to hit the rest areas because, believe it or not, we found some amazing rest areas that were for RVers. We've even found rest areas with dump stations, so that was really cool. All right, so after you click on all the items you want to show, you're going to bring it up, and it's going to show you all those locations near you from Cracker Barrel. So it's an easy way as you're driving down the road to find these free overnight locations. All right, next up, what I like to use the Allstays app for is finding military campgrounds, city campgrounds, state parks, and of course, the number one thing I like to use or like to find is the Army Corps of Engineers parks. So I'm going to click on some of these, and I'm going to show you national park, overnight parking, public lands, and state parks. And I will show you how it populates that. And you can see there are a ton of locations for you to stay at that are all free or cheap. And again, this is a great app to use on the fly if you don't make reservations ahead of time. If you're the spur of the moment person like us, if you kind of just head out and sometimes not even know where you're going to end up, this is a great app to use. Don't forget, 2 people are going to get free access to this app, so don't forget to put your comment down below of all stays. All right, let's move on to the next resource. All right, the next resource I want to show you is something called freecamping.net. Some of you may have seen this already, but it is a really cool program that will help you find free camping. So let's go ahead and pop right over and let me show you how to use it. Now, this program is created by users who input camping whenever they find it, whether it's BLM land or just free or inexpensive camping. They let them know and they enter it into their database. So let's check out the Grand Tetons like we did previously so you can compare the listings with Campendium. What I like about this site are the great reviews. They include pictures, self-service information, and site conditions, which is very important when you're heading into BLM land. So reading about the sites, especially based on the size of your rig, you need to know what's there and who can fit and who can navigate through some of these dirt, rutty roads before you take your RV there. All right, next up, let's talk about free camping in Florida. That's right, I said it. There's free camping in Florida, and you can find it and you can stay on it. We stayed at 2 separate Florida water management land areas, and we had a great time with our friends. As we all know, there's not much free camping in Florida, and these places are amazing. Most of the time you feel like you're out in the boonies, but you're really not that far from the stores and civilization and restaurants or whatever. We stayed at 2 separate water management areas in 2019, and they were amazing. Now, there's 5 water management districts with all kinds of activities that include camping. Each district has its own website and reservation system. Both of the areas we stayed at were in the Southwest District. Now, this isn't BLM land where you just drive up and pick your spot. You will need a reservation, and they only let so many stay in each location at a time. They also have gates with locks. The code will be emailed to you just before your reservation date. They change the codes monthly, and if you want to stay at these locations, you have to reserve them early because they fill up fast. So once you know where you want to stay, make sure you start checking and find out what the reservation window is. Now, if you want to see the 2 areas we stayed at, I will put links for those videos down below and you can check them out. I'm telling you, it is wonderful boondocking and you are going to love these areas. Of course, we can't talk about free and cheap camping unless we talk about 2 of our very favorite ways to stay free and cheap. All right, so they are Harvest Host and Boondockers Welcome. I'm sure many of you guys have heard us talk about them before. We love them. We stay at them every chance we get, so they're all through our videos. All right, so let's start with Boondockers Welcome. Now, Boondockers Welcome is not only a great way to stay free or cheap, but it is also a great partner for us and a great company, and they are donating 3 free memberships for you. If you would like to be entered in the giveaway for a free year of Boondockers Welcome, pop down below into the comments and write new friends. That's right, new friends, because when you stay with Boondockers Welcome, you will meet new friends along the way, because Boondockers Welcome is a membership that lets you camp on private property. And although it is considered boondocking, many of these locations do offer amenities. The membership fee for Boondockers Welcome is $50 a year. So even though it's not technically free, every time you use it, your average overnight stay gets cheaper and cheaper. Last year we stayed 22 nights, so at $50 a year, it ended up costing us $2.28 per night. And you can't really beat that. One of the things I really like about Boondockers Welcome over Harvest Host is the fact that you can stay multiple nights instead of just 1 night at a time. And I have to tell you, we have not stayed at a Boondockers Welcome that we were disappointed at yet. It has been an amazing resource for us. All right, next up is Harvest Host. And of course, you know we love our Harvest Hosts. We love staying at all of the places we've stayed at through them: wineries, breweries, golf courses, farms, amusement parks. Oh my gosh, so many places. Now I got to tell you, our favorite place was at a alpaca farm, and we were up in Maine, and it was the most amazing experience. We actually got to see the birth of an alpaca, and it was just unreal. So I will link, of course, that video down below for you so you can check it out for yourself. Now, the Harvest Host membership, which is also $50 a year, allows you to stay one night overnight at different businesses. And as I said before, it is all kinds of businesses. If you are a person who does not drink alcohol, so you don't like breweries or wineries, don't worry, there are a ton of other locations available for you. Now, last year we stayed for 29 nights using Harvest Host, which made the $50 membership average out to $1.73 per night. So it totally makes it worth it. And it would really be worth the cool experiences of meeting new people and learning about these different businesses as you stay there. It really makes it all worthwhile. So make sure you check out Harvest Host. Oh, and by the way, Harvest Host is also in our giveaway. They are giving out one regular membership and a bonus membership that includes golf courses. So if you would like to be entered into the Harvest Host giveaway, pop down below and put golf, and that will get you entered into our giveaway. All right, those are the resources I use to find the best free, cheap, and just amazing views when we go camping. And if you've been watching our videos for any length of time, then you know, because you've seen some of these places we've been to. Now let's talk about the giveaway. I'm so excited that all these companies agreed to join our giveaway because, you know, you guys are pretty amazing. We are so glad you are here watching our video, so I'm glad we can do something for you. Now, all of our giveaways are from companies that we are affiliated with, so I just want to make you guys aware of that. They are awesome partners, and we're so glad we get to work with them. All right, first up is make sure you not only comment for each of the items you want to be entered for. So Boondockers Welcome, make sure you comment new friends. Now this, do not put it in the same comment. You have to do different individual comments. And the reason is because that's how I'm going to pick the winner. I'm actually going to totally copy all of these comments and paste them somewhere else. So I need to have your name separate so it doesn't take me 4 times the amount of time to actually draw a winner. So for Boondockers Welcome, if you want to be entered in that contest, type new friends as a comment. For All Stays, make sure you type the word All Stays in the comments. For RV Trip Wizard, you're going to type Trip Wizard. And for Harvest Host, you're going to type the word golf. Now, Boondockers Welcome is donating 3 memberships. All Stays is donating 2 free apps. RV Trip Wizard is donating 5 memberships, which also gives you access to all of the other features. And then Harvest Host is donating 1 regular membership and 1 membership with the golf bonus. So these are amazing prizes to win. So don't forget to put your comments below, share the video, let us know if you're currently using any of these products and what you think about them, because people are going to be researching them and want to know what you think about them. Now, if you are looking for the links to any of the videos I talked about, they will be in the description below. If you're looking for more on everything we've talked about today or links to all of these places, that's going to be in the adjoining blog post. So make sure you hit that up to check out more details. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Good luck to everyone. And oh, P.S., all the specific rules for the contest will be in the description below. And I have to say, YouTube is not a part of the contest. If you don't win, you can't blame them. So I have to throw that in there along with the rest of the rules down below. Thanks again for watching. I hope this is helpful for you. And hopefully one day I will see you on the road. We got a beautiful